You can come. You can come.
Every time I see you, just
Martina,
okay. I mean, they already have it. I don't speak English.
who's speaking English here? Who's speaking English here?
Okay, so maybe we can go around and like y'all tell me your names and like what year in school. Maybe how long you've been or your family, either one of you or your family been in the US. So because that's kind of related to what we're gonna
I don't give consent to
today.
pictures, I'm sorry.
We're on live right now. So I'll start. So my name is Martina. So hi. So I know Amrita from Archangel Michael's Church in Richmond. He taught me a topic that's very near to my heart today. So I studied psychology in college in my bachelor's degree. And then I went on to do my master's in clinical social work. So I work as a therapist for pretty much people your age. So adolescents and young adults. And I also work with their families to kind of work on communications and ways to bridge the gap and to help each generation or both generation understand each other better. And like I was telling Myrna and Lydia, it's much more interesting when I do that with kids from immigrant parents because there's a lot more that goes into the plate of kids with Egyptian parents or any immigrant really. But since I'm Egyptian too, so that's a lot of the work that I do is with Egyptian parents and Egyptian kids or American Egyptians, if you like to call yourself that way. Anyway, so that's my introduction. That's a little bit about myself. So why don't you just get started and then we go around that way.
My name is Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I'm 16 and I've been here 7 years.
7 years, okay. What year of school?
11.
Oh, great.
Did you go to high school here?
Mhm.
What high school did you go to?
James River.
Pretty good.
It was a lot better back then, trust me.
Oh yeah. My name is Misho. I'm 17. I've been here for like 10 years, 10 years.
Sort of guy.
I'm in elementary also. I go to Cosby High School.
Nice, okay.
You go to the Cosby with me too.
Chris, Nisha?
We're in the same class.
Okay, cool.
It's English class, but it's
Yeah,
every
both
class.
English. Yeah, you do.
It's English class. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go.
My name is Rosie. I'm 16. I go to Hermitage in America, Hermitage High School.
Okay,
I'm a junior.
cool. Nice.
And I've been here for like 13 years. That's
You got it.
How many years was he?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Really?
So like 11.
Yeah,
Shut
more or less.
Okay, good.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm 17. I'm a senior. And I've been here for 16 years.
Okay. Most of your life,
Pretty much.
So you probably don't remember anything about being born in Egypt. I'm assuming that's
But
where
I
you were
did
born.
visit, so.
Cool, cool.
You did?
Thanks.
Okay.
Guys, no sight.
Hi, my name is Molly Eve. I'm a 9th grader and I'm 14. I lived here all my life. I was born
You're the
here.
sisters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
More
born
like you,
here,
right?
right? You born here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
So what we consider here, Egyptian, American, or American only?
The way I look at it is you're always involved in both cultures. So it's American, Egyptian, Egyptian, American, based on where you were born, I guess, comes first. But it's also, it's really about how, what she's comfortable with.
She was born a
identifying,
citizen, straight
so.
up.
Yeah, straight. You were born a citizen. You got the American passport.
You got that passport.
You were born, it was right on top of you.
This man, right? This man.
Thanks.
My name is Miriam. I've been here almost 7 years. I'm also a junior.
Cool.
I'm Jess. I've been here almost 10 years. I'm 18.
18.
senior.
You're 18.
At Cosby.
With them.
Okay.
She wants to talk to me. She wants to say. She wants to say.
I'm in another school.
Okay, cool. What about you?
My name is Gina. I'm a freshman at VCU, and
I'll see you soon.
my major is criminal
Yeah.
justice. And I'll be 18 in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
Happy birthday, Gina. Oh my gosh.
Cool, cool. Okay. Nice. And Marina, next, you got it.
I'm 15. I've been here for 12 years, and I'm a sophomore.
You're 15? Aren't you 13?
Hey,
Fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought you were old. Like, that's a good thing.
Nice. Now, Lydia, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What's
You
going
better
on,
not
bro?
misbehave. Or I have a surprise for you next week. I'm Lydia. I'm 15 and a half, and I'm a freshman at Cosby. I've been here for almost 8 years. But I've been all over the place.
Try your
so-
card because
Nice to meet you, Lydia.
Barking?
I have people make.
You got people barking in your school?
they start kneeling.
We don't have to.
Wasim, guys, think about your time. Your time is valuable for us. So don't waste your time, please. Thank you.
How much time do we have?
It's up to you.
No,
You are
no,
the
I
cook.
no, I want to.
They came
Yeah.
12:28. At
Okay.
least until 1. At least.
Okay.
1:15 is fine.
Okay.
Even I have another meeting, but I will
Are you
stay.
guys okay with 1:15?
What time is it?
Okay.
One is fine.
Great. So before you guys came in, we were talking about
Yes.
So we were talking about kind of like what it means to be born in the United States or in a different country by Egyptian parents. So it just kind of like the intro was that it means that you're facing two different worlds at once. So at home, you feel very Egyptian with parents and you eat Egyptian food and you deal with Egyptian parents. And then at school, you're really very much interacting a lot more with the American society with all that it gives you. The people, the culture, the values of the society, just pretty much all beliefs and values are you're faced with at school. And so I found that very, very challenging when I was in your age. I found that I had a really hard time with it. That's why when I was introducing myself, I said this topic is near to my heart because it's something that I battled with myself and it was challenging and I had to, kind of like maybe read more about it and pray about it and did a lot of things to kind of overcome it. So I just want to hear like what your thoughts are. Like, do you find it difficult? Do you find it cool, interesting? Like, how is it for you that you are a mix of two different cultures living in the United States?
I think it's hard.
Okay. What makes it hard?
Like the rules and like for like Egyptians, it's way more like strict and like more like.
That depends on how your parents do it actually at home.
Okay.
Because some parents are not strict.
Give her the love. Give her the love.
No, I'm being chef honest. I'm not even
So,
joking.
Gina, okay.
So I don't think it's necessarily hard. It's just maybe since we have so many strict rules, we can't really participate in most of the activities our friends do that are like just like our American friends. They have like less strict rules. For example, like going out, we have a lot of rules to follow by our parents, and I don't know, like.
Their parents might not be as strict as our parents.
Yeah,
Or they might not even be
that's
close
what
with them actually. Because some kids like are not
Yeah.
close with their parents.
Okay, and you find that hard because you wanna participate.
Yeah,
with
you
your
want to like
friends,
fit
Yeah.
in
You wanna
and
have.
stuff, and if you can't participate in most activities, then you can't really like,
Right.
yeah.
Like, can you
Yeah,
tell me
cool.
what are those, is it like about the type of activities that your parents don't want you to participate in, or is it more just like, I know, like you're not going out,
It's more of a
it's
not
not-
going
it's
out.
kind
Kind
of
of
both.
both, it's kind of both.
And it also comes from the parents' side because they probably haven't met them.
Okay,
Like
Yeah.
they always
that's a
want
really good
to.
example.
They want a slideshow of what they do, their parents, who they are, what it's.
okay,
I have a really good example.
okay.
Some files.
So, for example, if you want to go to like a party, my parents have this rule that you have to know the person and everyone that's going to that party in order to go. And like, obviously that's kind of impossible because you don't know who's going to be going.
Right.
So I think that's why my parents set out that specific rule because they know I don't know who's going. That's why, like, they don't want me to go. I know for sure. They hate when I'm happy, but
Yeah, that's not healthy.
That's not healthy.
That's not healthy.
that's toxic. But
Very toxic. You should go on.
So they hate when you're happy. Okay.
that's what I feel like.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a tough feeling.
They're scared about you, as they say.
So guys, let me ask a question, just for everyone. Just a question. Do you think the rules the parents set it up need to be discussed or to be negotiated?
Say it again.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yes.
Can you reword that for us?
Talk to your words, say your words.
Like when your parents are like, you shouldn't go out, or like the rules, they should explain.
Sorry to add on to that, I feel like they should actually talk to you about it instead of setting it. Because have you ever heard of that term where it's like the more strict parents create the sneakiest kids?
Yeah.
Or something
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like they should discuss their roles with you because
So instead of like delivering it to you or telling you, hey, this is what you need to do, or this is what you need to follow, it's like, hey, like, let's sit down and talk about like what we need to do as a family to support you in this time and to just help you like have fun, but at the same time, back to like the family rules that we have and maybe let's set them up together.
not only that, but most parents think what's best for you, or they think that they're doing for you, but it's like
You heard
if
it.
you don't sit down and communicate, I haven't walked in my shoes.
Yeah, that totally makes sense, and I think it makes it very, very challenging for them that they've never gone to school here like we have, right? And it's huge. Like we might think of this slightly, but it's a big component of why they don't really understand the culture, why they don't know what goes on in school, why they don't understand like why you want to go out with your friends like on a Friday night. Like they've never experienced that before themselves. And
Because
so
they think drugs are gonna come out from being shit.
right. Or just like, like
Okay, hey,
The parents set the rules without discussion with you guys. What about if you personally start open, dad, mom, I need to sit to talk to you. Start as a conversation. Try to be open-minded with your parent. Try to get to understand the point and explain your point. I will tell you honestly, the more you are honest in your discussion and your open mind, not hiding anything, the easier you can get with your parents' open mind and matching of your mind. I agree with you. This is mistake that I'm a parent set rules without open discussion with you, 100% I'm wrong. But if you see me do that, come talk to me, please. I need to open discussion with you. I need to set the rule with you. I prefer as a parent to put the rules come getting from out of your mouth. Like we agree about time. Like I think Friday night, as you said, is always like there is a limitation, not beyond the 12, not beyond the 1 or 9 or whatever it is your parents. So if you open discussion and you tell them exactly what you're doing, it might be the easiest way, the shortcut to set rules,
right.
to come to agreement.
Do
Do you agree, Martina? Or
I actually
Absolutely.
I
So what do
agree.
you guys think?
I
Have you
agree.
tried that in the past?
Yeah, I actually have like talked to my dad. Yeah. Here, my fingers. Are you done, sir? Yeah, I like sat on my dad before. My parents were like, I'm in high school, 11th grade. I think like I can make my own decisions now.
Mhm. Okay, so most of you are like, who's the oldest here? 17?
18,
18?
18.
Okay,
I'm below.
18. And so do you guys think at your age, like age 15 to 18, do you think you're able to make your own decision?
All right, 15, no. I'm gonna be honest. Starting from like end of 16 to like
Because
18.
why? Because you're past that age
Because
now?
you start, because you're getting your license, you can have a car, you start working, you can like start making more friends, you start getting out the house more. So
Okay.
you can't be stuck at home and you're little under the cover and with your phone going through TikTok all night.
Right.
So Martina, explain for us more about making decision. Not because I'm 18 or 21, I can make decision, but I'm still my decision. All my decision might be going in the wrong direction.
Right, okay.
Like I might be 15, but I can do a good or right decision. Even I don't have right license.
We can talk about that, but I just want to get like their sense of like what happens at home and like what they think, so.
Well, so to start with the first question, I never had trouble like adapting because I think like I just have an easy time because my parents understand that I'm growing. They know that I make the right decisions. They trust me. They've seen what I do before. They know I have the right friends. I stay with the right people. And I tell them every information that they need. It's not like I'm supposed to be hiding something from them. Because when I go somewhere, I tell them where I'm going, who I'm going with, and they don't say no because I like, of course, I'm going somewhere public. I'm not going the wrong people. I'm just staying with the right people.
Right,
That's why
and
they
you're
trust
being
me.
honest too,
Yeah.
right. So what about like time restrictions? Like,
Oh, yeah. They just check up on me. Like for myself, I set a limit to like 11 or like 10 max. Like, yeah, 11 is max, but I just set my limits because I understand that there's bad people like in the world, and just it's like that. It's like you have to communicate.
Yeah, couple comments on it. When I say like make your own decision, obviously make your own decision after you spoke about it with your parents. Like, hey dad, I'm going out with my friends, And then if you're like going out, just pick up the phone, hey dad, we're going here. It's just as simple as that. Let them know where you're going so they know where you're going so they feel safe also.
Right.
I'm sure I do with my dad actually too. I pick up the phone, hey dad, me and my friends are going there.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
That's great, okay.
Something I noticed by what they're saying, that's awfully easy for them to go out because they're boys. Us Egyptian girls, we have zero freedom.
That's complete, because my sister does the same
Zero,
thing.
excuse me, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Guys,
Wait until she said
Good.
what she said.
So, I mean, like, yes, we are allowed to go out, but our parents ask for a lot of details and it's just, wait, and sometimes, like, even if you provide them with so much information, they're still like, no, you can't, because one, it's either they don't trust you, two, they don't trust the people you're with, or like, they just don't want you going out because of some stupid reason. And that's basically the three reasons why my parents won't let me go out. And like also my mom, because she's super, super conservative, she doesn't even even if I was gone for 1 hour, she would FaceTime me like 5 times within that 1 hour. And that's what really drives me crazy because I feel like she doesn't trust me. That's why she would FaceTime
I have
me.
comments.
And she also has the password to my Apple ID.
I have comment on this.
I give my parents my phone like anytime. It's like it's your problem that you're hiding stuff.
That's true.
I'm
That's
not hiding
Yes,
stuff.
you know.
Yeah, why are you saying like you act like you
I just-
my mom has my
no
password.
attacking here, please, no
No, we're not
attacking.
attacking. We're not
So
attacking.
just respect everyone's perspective because you're not in her place and she's not in yours either. So, and if your sister goes out and your parents are okay with it, doesn't mean her parents allow it. So just please have more respect for what people share here,
Yeah,
okay?
question.
Thank you.
I have a comment on your speech. You said you have zero freedom.
Mm.
Now you have your car.
Yeah,
Now you
but
take your car where you want. This is
مش قوي
not a
لا.
time of freedom. مش قوي بس يعني انت جايه هنا النهارده الكنيسه بعربيتك، رحتي مثلا تشتري حاجه من بره، ممكن كريس يو هاف كار. طب اذا في هنا difference. You are a girl and he is a boy.
ايوه بس يعني I have the car بس I still have to ask her permission
But
before
there
going.
is okay.
حتى امبارح كنت عايزه اروح المدرسه to see my friend. امبارح was Saturday ما فيش مدرسه طبعا. My mom called me and she said انت ليه رايحه المدرسه؟ It's Saturday, you don't have school. Like why are you going there? It's just school. It's not like I'm going to do anything wrong at school.
ما احنا ممكن we can speak with her and tell her that I have to meet some friends. And if she knows these friends, it's okay. She will say yes, okay.
That's not a problem. Does your mom know your friends? Does your mom know who you're going out with?
Know every
This
single
happens for
person.
boys
No,
also.
I'm saying does she know who they are?
This happens
She's
for
heard
boys
of them.
also.
She didn't meet them because they live in
Guys, from what you say right now, I'm in charge about making a parent meeting. A parent meeting.
There's no
We talk. Yes, be patient. A parent meeting is very important. I will talk to them about trusting you, trusting. This open discussion about setting rules. Guys, let us ask open discussion with you. Hear you, and believe me, Abuna and me will do that for sure. One-on-one. Don't be mad. But let me ask you another question to be in the shoes of your parents. Why your parents, as a female, they are so protected? Do you understand what their ideas? I need you to understand this one clearly. Why? I'm asking. I didn't know all the details.
Yeah.
Say it one
They
more.
think females are defenseless.
Oh, yeah, you have a taser.
You literally have a whole
I have
thing
to
of
quit.
I
the
have
can,
tasers,
spray
but
thing.
still.
Do you not have pepper spray?
No, tasers are so much more effective.
The both things they hurt, they're harmless.
You should buy a
Actually,
gun.
mine has 100 wattage, so.
Do you not hear the word they say they hurt us?
You should buy an RPG.
I have two questions for you. Do you think now you are, if you are 15 or 16 now, your thoughts and your imagination and your how to deal with this and this today is like when I am 10 years or 12 years? So by time my thinking is developed and updated, and I have some more knowledge, and according to this, I can change my decisions from 10 years to 12 years to 15 years to 18 years. Every time I change. So I have experience by time. Do you think my mom and my father have more experience in life than me?
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
But they haven't did it
Yes,
here.
but it's different
Not
because
in
they
the
grew up
US.
in Egypt.
They
we
had
grew
so
up
much
here,
sorry
so-
cut you off, but they had so much experience from us, but not in America.
Exactly.
Okay.
They haven't been to school here. They came
But-
here when they're at their old age.
Okay, but sometimes I have to to take this advantage to know their experience. يعني هم عندهم خبرة، أنا المفروض أستفيد من الخبرة بتاعتهم. Sometimes they have some restrictions, sometimes they have some decisions that's not good to me. I can speak with them. وأقول لهم يعني زي ما أنت كنت مثلا عايزة تروحي مشوار وماما قالت لك لا، أو مثلا قالت لك رايحة فين؟ اوكي انها تسال وتقول رايحه فين، حتى لو قالت لا ما تروحيش قولي لها طب ليه واتكلمي معاها. انا شايف ان احنا يعني نستفيد بالاكسبيرينس بتاع البيرنتس، يعني الا اذا كان احنا شايفين ان احنا بقينا مور اكسبيرينس وخلاص مش محتاجين اي ايديا من بابا او ماما، او مش محتاجين اي ادفايس.
We didn't say no, we don't have experience. We just want to go out and explore. So if we do that, we don't like it. We know that we're not going to go through
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
We want to make more
Let us
friends.
experience it.
Sometimes our parents, if they're like holding us back, no, you're not going.
They want to lock us up in a room and then like they won't let us make our own mistakes.
They're
to
not
learn
locking.
from them.
They're not locking us in a room. They just don't know who you're going out with, what time you come back. What are you guys doing over there?
Michelle, sometimes the mistake it can be okay, but sometimes some mistakes is really you can fix it later on. So this is very important as a parent, because I love you, I need to protect you. I will tell you some tips right now. You guys, especially the girls, Gina, listen to me, especially the girls. The parents very open to you. I'm not talking personally, but and overall, the girls The parents is very open. What about don't wait for them to ask you, like detecting you where you going? What about if you start ahead, you always talking to them. I feel honestly from the parent view, sometimes you feel that the kids, especially from middle school to high school, like start making their own privacy, which is very important for you guys, but explore, let them understand and see what's your privacy from how much you can give to them. So by these ways, you can know that you're sharing with them. They can be sharing with you your decision and encouraging you. But the more you are hiding and you're holding yourself, the more you will see they are digging, running behind you to catch more from you. So be smart, open your mind, open your privacy a little bit for your dad or your mom. So by this way, you can get more experience, and by their knowledge, they can allow you to exercise something or experience something. You decide by yourself, yes or no. I wish I'm clear what I'm saying. Martina, you can explain it more than.
Sure, yeah. I just want to make sure they have enough space to talk, because this is like your meeting. We don't have parents here to talk and share about their perspectives except for Marta, and we really appreciate it. But I want to make sure you guys have enough space to talk here and share whatever you want, okay?
And you too, if you have a point that you want to tell us. She has her hand up. She has her hand up.
Lydia? Lydia?
Hi.
Hi. Guys, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear it. Go ahead, Lydia.
There is a point you guys are missing. Our
Okay.
parents do have experience and knowledge. It's not just about Egypt. Like you say, we have more experience than them about America. That's true. They have more experience than us about Egypt, but they also have more experience and knowledge about life in general. They know, they learned a lot of lessons in life. They know how hard life is. Like some of the complications we're going through is sort of similar. They know more than us about life. Getting closer to them helps us gain the experience and knowledge they gained.
Well said, Lydia.
I just want to I want to say something about a point that you guys were talking about earlier, about making your decisions. While it's very, it should be respected that you want to make your own decision, and you should be able to make your own decisions. But I think from a scientific point of view, it's important to understand that during this age, your brain goes through a lot of changes. Not only your brain, your body. We've all noticed it. We all do the brain. So technically, your brain would always continue to grow and evolve until you're 25. So if you're 18, if you're 16, if you're 15, your brain is still growing. Even if you're 22, your brain is still growing. And so it's why am I saying this is because I want to encourage you to try and make your own decisions. I'm not against that by any means, but I think it's important to realize that you're still growing, and that means I still need help. Not because there's something wrong with me, not because there's something that I'm not good at, not because I'm not smart enough, not because my parents don't trust me, but because that's just the problem of this age. And it's not even a problem, it's just like a developmental thing that we have to deal with, like you're still growing. And so Misha, you were saying like if you're 15, no, like then yeah, you shouldn't make your own decisions. But and I made a joke and I said you're only saying that because you're not 15 anymore. Think about when you're 25 or when you're in 30 years old, and like maybe you have a younger sister or younger brother who's like 18, your age now, or 17. Like, are you gonna think about it the same way you are thinking about it now? Are you gonna say, oh, like you're totally fine, you can be on your own because you're 17 and you can make your own decisions? I think all humans, especially parents, like that's their job. Their job is to protect us, and their job is to take care of us. And like I said, I'm not here to defend parents. I really want to make this a safe space for you to talk about your issues and challenges with parents, especially particularly Egyptian parents. But I just like want to make it clear that all parents at the end of the day love their children and they want to protect you. Sometimes they do it the wrong way. Yes, I agree. Sometimes they mess it up. Sometimes they don't communicate well with you. Sometimes they don't try to understand your perspective. I 100% agree with that. Is that okay? No. Should you have to deal with that? No. Are you dealing with it? Yes. So we are here to try and think of ways so we can. I see it as a gap. Like I see your parents on this side and you're on this side. You're both like, you both think you're right, right? They think they love you, want to protect you, which is true. You think you're a whole person and you should be making your own decision. You should be able to go out with your friends, and it's true. I think what's missing and what's creating that big gap is the lack of communication, the lack of good communication. They need to sit down with you and tell you the rules and why they're making those rules. Like Myron was saying earlier, why am I making as a parent? Why I don't want you to be out after 10 p.m. It's because there's a lot of bad people, like you were saying earlier.
Martina, sometimes why I'm not agree with it. Like in their shoes, like why you telling me only 11? Why you telling me 10? I need more. Why I'm not telling me to go outside today? I need to go right. Why is always sometimes the parents say and say why, but I disagree about it. How we can solve this problem?
I think compromising is a good way to work with issues that were like that. So your parents want you to be home by 9 p.m. You want to be home by midnight. You think that's fine. They're scared. They worry about you because there's way too much bad in this world. And I've seen a lot of it, and not even like a good chunk of it, but like the more I grow, the more I face the evil that's in the world. And it's really just like, it's not about you, and it's not always about how much they trust you, because they can trust you all the way, but they can never trust the people that you're dealing with or the people outside of the house. They can't, because they don't know what might happen to you. So taking that into consideration and sitting down and being willing to make compromises is very important. If you don't, because I'm hearing that you're all stuck. You're stuck. You want your own things, you want things your own way, and they want you to do things their own way. But what I'm hearing is that I'm stuck. Like that's what I want, and I'm not going to do anything else. But that's unfortunately not going to take us anywhere, right? If you let's use the same example I was using earlier. I want to go out and be out until midnight, and they want you to be out to be home by 9. If you continue to just argue about it, and they continue to insist that you have to come home by 9, you're stuck. Like you're unhappy, because then you go out thinking that you have to be back by 9, and then you're not enjoying your time. And they know that you're not happy with the 9 p.m. Curfew that they have. So it's like the dynamic isn't even healthy anymore. Nobody's enjoying. They're not enjoying seeing you being happy, and you're not enjoying your time with friends. So what we need to do in situations like this, in my opinion, and you guys can share what you think if you have more ideas, but I think just being willing to make compromises is very important if we want our relationships with our families to work out. But if you want to just be stubborn and be like, you know what, like this is what I want, and you guys can't say the word, but you know what I mean. Like if that's the attitude you want to have with your parents, like I do my own thing, I'm my own boss. I don't need I don't need you to tell me what to do. I can make my own decisions. They're going to be very unhappy, and there's going to be a lot of fights and tension in the house, and you're not even going to enjoy, like even if you decide to go out and break the curfew and stay out until midnight, do you think you would enjoy it? I personally wouldn't, because I know they're home worrying about me, and I know I'm upsetting them, and I know they probably have a reason for why I shouldn't be out until midnight. So all of this is going to be in my head when I'm hanging out with my friends. And so compromising is just like really sitting down with them, having a conversation. Hey, like I understand, and like I think validating their fears and their feelings is very important, and something that we don't do often. because maybe it wasn't taught to us and it wasn't done for us. So maybe saying, hey mom, hey dad, like I really appreciate that you care about me and I have no doubt that you love me, but I really just like need more time with my friends. I don't think the 9 p.m. curfew is fair. I think I need more time. I'm 17, 18, 15, whatever, and I need to spend more time with my friends, and it's the weekend. So what if we make the 9 p.m. 10:30? That's like a middle ground. Like you want midnight, they want 9, so 10:30. That's kind of like what I mean by compromise. So not really getting all that you want and not totally ignoring or dismissing what they want for you or what they want you to do. And at the same time, you're validating their feelings and you're telling them that you know, and yeah, you don't have any doubts about their love for you. What do you guys think? I talked a lot, so.
I mean, that's right, but sometimes, I don't know if this has never happened, I doubt it's gonna happen. Sometimes I just want like, when I get up, leave the house.
Okay.
And like, leave the house, and like, what my parents can do is text me, be like, are you good? I'm gonna respond back, I'm fine, and then I'm fine. Sometimes I just wanna just like, get out and leave, you know?
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna go, no, I'm gonna be like, Dad, I'm leaving the house. Take their car and go. Where I'm going, I have no clue. I just wanna get out the house.
Okay.
Go meet up with
Like
friends,
walking,
go get
running,
food,
walking,
go do
running.
anything, shopping, anything for myself. Where I'm going, I have no clue. If you wanna text me every hour, ask how I'm doing, I'm gonna respond if I'm fine and good. If I need you, I'm gonna call you.
Let me ask you a few questions. So do you think, how often does that happen? Is that
Dude,
like,
I wanna get up and leave,
uh-huh,
like,
is that like an everyday thing or just like every once in a while?
it's not every day, it's not every once in a while, it's in the middle.
Okay.
But their response to them, if they okay with that, since he responds back, that's very good. Like, okay, they understand that you need to go, walk, run, Starbucks, whatever you do. But if they text you or calling you and you didn't respond, this is get me worry about you. Like, maybe you are going through something hard. I should be with you, and I didn't know about it. You didn't tell me about it. So response to them, answer the phone or texting back, that's very important. They will give you more freedom later. It will end the story, but no response, no answer the phone, and you ignore the worries about you. What do you say?
And that's the issue nowadays. Some parents don't know what their kids are going through.
Right, and so, but if you're responsive, if you're honest about what you're doing, I don't think your parents, I think, Morgan, you said something about the most strict parents create the most sneaky kids, right? And I think that's true. I think that's true, but I know our parents or Egyptian parents can come off as strict parents compared to like American folks.
We'll step up for a minute.
Sure. I know they can come off that way, but I really just don't want you to get into that habit of like having to hide what you're doing. I think being honest is the best option and the best you can give them. And I think they eventually build a very good trust between for you. Like they would trust what you say, they would trust what, like if you tell them, hey, I'm going out with that friend, they're gonna trust you because you're telling them the truth. If they call you and you pick up and you tell them where you are, what you're up to, that's with time, that's gonna build trust. Trust doesn't, like you can't, it's called gaining trust for a reason. It's not something you get like this. It's something that you build, it's something that you work hard to get. Are you guys still with me? So it's something that we have to work towards. It's not, unfortunately, something that we get. It's not like a.
It's not given, it's gained.
Right, it's gained. It's gained with time. And so, yeah, so that's, I think it's something that would be helpful in your relationship with them. And I think communication, even if they're not willing to communicate, like Gina, you were saying earlier, like you want to go out and see your friends on the weekend, like at school, you didn't feel like you're doing anything wrong, but your mom was like wondering, like, why are you going? Why do you have to go? Kind of felt like too many questions for you. And it didn't feel like a discussion, it didn't feel like a conversation, right? And so I think if we can learn ways to if we can learn ways to kind of communicate with parents and like slow them down when they get into the mood of like asking too many questions. I think if we know what to tell them at that time, I think that would be helpful. Like, I mean, how could you have handled it differently? Now that you're not dealing with the situation, but looking back, is there any way that you think if you had done differently, that would have made the situation better?
Well, okay, well, I guess I could have told her before I actually left the house.
Okay,
She called me while I was already driving there.
okay.
So she started freaking out and
Okay.
she was like, because she was like at work
Uh-huh.
and she didn't like know where I was or where I was going because I didn't tell anyone. And she thought I was like sneaking out.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't tell anyone. But like I wasn't. I was literally just going to school. But if I had told her like before I left, she probably would have been more understanding about it.
Okay.
Thank
So-
you. Thank you,
so-
Gina.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty. So maybe sometimes it's really the way we give them the information, right? So
Yeah.
maybe if we tell them ahead of time, and like Misha, I know you said like sometimes you just want to get up and read. I know for girls that's
Martina,
not
I
always an
remember something
option.
I told you before, and we did it with the service in Hashima. Guys, listen to this. I need you to think about it. Jack. What is the parents need from you? They need nothing. They have money. Guys, I will tell you, I'm a parent. We need your love, guys. We need your hug. Don't run away from your
My mom
parents.
pushed me away when I was there.
That's your problem.
I'm sorry, but you're on love.
Yeah,
I'll tell you honestly,
You're the middle
the
child.
parents, hey Jason, hey Jason, Isha.
Hold on.
Guys, listen to this one. The one would say, because I'm not your parent, but I'll tell you in the behalf of that. Guys, the more you give me, come close to me as a parent, you can take a lot from me. But if you keep me away, push me away, sometimes the parent do a mistakes like detecting. You know what detecting means? Like, this is bad. This is bad. We will talk to them about, but be open, give them big hug, come close to them, talk to them, will be much easier in your life. Try it. Go ahead, Jim.
If I try doing that and it works, my mom's gonna be like, I say Gina. That's literally what she's gonna do. She's gonna know. She's gonna know that I'm trying.
But
like,
if you do it and you ask them for something like another phone or another, yeah, she connected this way.
Yeah.
Maybe do it more, when you don't want something, so that she would know that that's kind of
Hey, Chris.
becoming a habit.
That's
true.
Chris. We almost finished. تعال عشان
Come on, man, we're just laughing, man.
It's 1:13, and I know you guys finished at 1, right at 1, so I mean, this topic can take literally like days.
The whole day.
No, like even days.
Months.
Right.
Years, decades on.
Kind of centuries.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's life never ends on. It's gonna take long, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Hi.
I'm a ghost.
You didn't see her behind me.
okay, so I want to respect your time, and so maybe you can review like some tips before we go, so like some like things to take home with you to do. And I mean, you guys can tell me what
Martina,
like
you're
your take
leaving
home
in 1 month.
message is.
Don't respect.
Martina, you're leaving in 1 month. Do you have any other chance to come to continue this discussion or not?
Sure, we can do another
Yes, you
time.
can.
Yeah, we can do another one.
Guys,
Guys should have a chat with all the parents.
Yeah.
Some parents feel like.
promise I will do it. I will do it.
I'm fine with my parents.
I love my parents.
Don't mess up with mine.
No, like I'm fine with my parents, but I feel like my parents sometimes they're waiting for me to come, not for them to come to me.
Yeah. And okay, you don't have to talk to my dad. My dad's chill, but like my mom, my mom, like she's just. I can't. There's no word to describe.
How
her,
about
but
just
she's
go up to your
very
mom and start
difficult.
speaking her? Invite her to a nice dinner. Mom, I can talk to you. Let's go to McDonald's.
Oh my goodness, you are so humble.
Do you not do that? Do you guys not do that?
Go to Apple.
Happy hour.
Go to first watch. What are you talking about?
We're like, that's so expensive.
We're gonna open the favor.
Okay, so what tips or what like take home things that you guys think we should leave with?
Give 50-50.
Give what?
Give 50-50.
Compromising.
You take 50 and they take 50. So you meet in the
No,
middle.
no, you take
No,
60, they take
I have a
45,
connection.
you
No,
meet in the
no,
middle
no.
ground.
Compromising, that's great, okay.
Notifying
This
them.
is one.
Notifying them.
Myrna says listen to their point of view, which is really important, yeah.
But there's a but in this. What if they're, what do you think
Man,
their
I
point is?
promise you, man.
Come on, please no interruptions.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help everyone leave, so.
what if their point of view, like, it's not correct? Like, what if it's like the wrong point of view?
Then maybe sit down and tell them what you think. Tell them like softly and nice and kindly, like this is why you don't think this is gonna work.
I just be like, I'm tired.
And
Sit down.
honestly, guys, most of those things are not gonna happen overnight. They're gonna take time for you to adapt and to understand them, and it's gonna be the same way for them. So it's not gonna happen overnight. Like you're not gonna succeed at the first time you try to talk to them. So try over and over and over and be persistent, but don't, guys, please don't give your parents an attitude at home. At the end of the day, I can reassure you that they love you and they want what's best for you, but sometimes they make mistakes, but they're humans and we all make mistakes. So have some grace for your parents and talk to them. Tell them what you need in a nice way and try to compromise. Okay?
I feel like if they don't trust you, that's your fault. It's true because you didn't start with it. You didn't tell them where you're going.
No, but what if they didn't do anything and the parents just came off topic strict? You're not
Oh
going.
my God. Thank you. That's on
You can literally lean them.
You go to your room.
Lean. Like,
Girl, that's not.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
50-50. You
listen,
take the
listen.
50-50.
Not all parents are like your mother,
Right.
or my parents, or his parents, or her,
Who's
or
her,
her.
guys?
We're all different.
Some are harder.
Different culture,
My dad-
different houses, different
still
learning,
talk to
different
them.
everything.
Some are harder
You
than
not
others.
Some
trying
of
to your
them,
fault.
some of them are like hardcore minded.
That's hard, that's right.
Some are tight minded.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
you still but like here.
my mentor.
Inshallah, I but
I'm the house.
Actually, I want to add on to what Chris said about the trusting thing. Actually, sometimes you didn't even do anything. Your parents just don't trust you based on the decisions they did when they were younger. So they're using their childhood trauma. They're using their childhood trauma to
That's true.
control you, and it messes up a lot of things with the relationship. And
So
it's
what's
just
our rule, Maybe?
Huh?
What's our rule in this situation? I agree what you're saying. What's our rules? If I see my parents, I read my parents this way. What should I do?
Reassure them, yes, but
Thank
it's
you.
like, at the same time, talk to them, point out, but sometimes when you talk to them and point out what they're doing, they come off as offended.
They get
They
you're
get
disrespecting me
really-
now.
Yeah, they get really offended, and it's like, I'm trying to help you see how you're affecting me mentally or emotionally, whatever. And they just get really offended by it, and it's like,
Don't give up.
and I'm not saying give up, I'm just.
Don't give up on your
Give
parents.
up.
Like
I'm
that.
not saying give up,
Give
I'm
up.
just saying based on their childhood trauma, it's just the way their mentality is because of their trauma, they just add on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to point that out there, because
It's
a
a
lot
life
of people
topic, yeah.
think, a lot of people think that,
That's
oh,
true.
you're the one who's in the wrong, you're the one who's doing this, and it's really not like that.
Do you think the prayer will help?
Get that.
It would
That's a
help
Sunday
if
school
you were
answer.
actually like praying everything, but at the same time, I feel like it would just be
Do you have a riddle for this?
between the two.
I think in relationship in this world takes effort for it to work. Definitely pray every day that whatever is going on in your life, whatever you need. But don't always like, sometimes we become dependent on prayers and we forget that we have rules to do.
Agree.
So my role is to really make this work. I love my parents and I want my relationship with them to be better. Therefore, I'm going to do A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3 to make it work. And so it's my job and their job also. Every relationship is a two-way relationship. And so if it's only you working, that would be frustrating. If only them, that would be frustrating to them. So it's very important that it's both ways. Okay, what other tips?
I'm gonna jump back. Oh, my bad. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, yes. I'm just pointing out a point.
No, I'm gonna
Or making a point.
I'm gonna go back to your point real quick, where they say our parents get offended. Some parents, some parents, if you like go and like talk to them and you tell them like I want to do this or like I should do this, they think like, oh, so you're gonna rule the house now. You think you're gonna rule the whole entire house, you know? Sometimes they feel like they're getting disrespected
Do you think
when you're
that's
just trying to
based-
talk to them.
do you think that's based on the way you're talking to them?
It could come off as the attitude or how you brought it up too, because that actually that sets the tone and how you're speaking to them. Like you can't just go downstairs and like, hey, I'm doing this right now. Like they're gonna get pissed off. You're gonna get pissed off. It's not gonna be a nice night.
Can I say?
It's not gonna end well.
That's what I do.
My dad literally.
Bro, I'm going outside. You in the parking lot.
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna talk or not?
Stop. Excuse me?
Say it out loud. guys. My dad, like if my parents are going upstairs, they're gonna sit in their rooms. And we were upstairs, me and my younger brother. If me and my younger brother go downstairs to watch TV, they don't even trust us. They're like, what are you doing downstairs? Come back upstairs. My dad is like,
Your dad does that?
literally, we're not even allowed to be alone downstairs. Like,
My mom just,
Or he gonna sneak in.
when I came out, my mom was calling me to just check on me where I was. And I was like, yeah, I'm just.
Do you
I just
FaceTime
came
your
home,
dad
I
when you
just
walk
came
the
to
dog?
yeah. One time.
I want to, guys, thank you so much for coming. We will try. Guys, what about not coming weeks a week? Yeah, to continue what, or Martina, do you have time next week?
You can check.
Just texting me. Can we play right now, guys? Can we play?
Bro, why y'all leave so bad? Right? Good time, man.
Together.
Can we play, guys?